everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lyric from Lovely Lyric Games, and welcome back to episode 21 of our Stardew Valley 1.6 Amethyst Farms, where we are hoping to reach perfection. Our watering can upgrade is done, which is big for us, and we're gonna need to pick that up because we have a lot. Oh my god, and our first blueberry harvest is ready, and we have radishes. Guys, we're about to, oh my god, and we have pickles done. Y'all, we are about to not be as impoverished as we are right now. Okay. We're gonna want to buy replacement radish seeds. But I suspect we're gonna have enough money to maybe upgrade our pickaxe. Oh my god, do I have the iron smelted for it? Yes, I do, because I'm a girl boss, and I'm good at the game. If I was better at the game, I would have remembered having 3 furnaces, but I digress. I think we'll just use up the rest of our kale, and then we can start doing some melons, but I don't think we have enough preserve jars. Wood and coal. I don't think we have a lot of... Yeah, no, we don't have enough coal to make more preserve jars. That is fine. Eventually, we will get more coal. We also need to buy fruit trees for fall if we want to get the greenhouse before year 1 ends, which is a goal I really want to prioritize hitting. I'm just going to put those there because we're going to want to sell that. I'm going to grab these radishes because I do mostly use these for food. So, or to make food, I should say. I'm not just going to eat them raw. But once we get our house upgraded and we have a kitchen, we'll be able to make radish salad, which is a pretty viable crop. Alright, and blueberries. Let's grab these, and then we can maybe head to town. We could go to Pierre first, then Clint watering can, and come back. Theoretically. A game theory of what we can do. And I usually keep some blueberries for preserve jars, but honestly, I think we're gonna just have an abundance of stuff to preserve, except maybe through winter. So I'll probably just set aside like 50 blueberries for now, because I think right now we just need cold hard gold. That's like really, out of everything, I think we just need cold hard gold. Actually, I'll do 60, because then we're just selling over 100. And that will be fine, I suppose. Because usually I like to save melons for kegs, but we don't quite have any kegs yet. Which I think we're waiting on oak resin, mostly. I should make more tappers as well at some point, but we need copper for that. And were we low on copper? I feel like I remember us, but yeah, we were. We are. Okay, well, anywho's, let's head into town with this. You know, I'm just gonna sell the preserve jars now. I was gonna say, oh, well, maybe I'll sell them overnight. I'm just gonna sell them now. I might as well just sell everything at once so we can see how much money we're gonna make from a blueberry harvest, because I want to sell blueberries first because I know they are crazy profitable, and I don't know, I'm just a girl. I like to make big money. A squid kid? I don't know what a squid kid monster even is, Rasmodius, so that's a you problem, I fear. I am not gonna go slaughter him in the mines, especially because I want to get my pickaxe upgraded to steel. Pierre! Your only customer is back. Yeah, that was just thousands of gold right there. Radishes? Oh god, I think we're growing 36 at a time. No. Yes? Yeah, I think. I'm just gonna buy a few extra seeds, and if we have extra seeds, we have extra seeds. We don't need to rebuy blueberries, which is good. I don't think there's really anything else we need from him, except, Wait, no, because let me sell these. Okay, we can afford the saplings we need and to upgrade our pickaxe. That's what I was curious about. Okay, pomegranate sapling, apple sapling. We need those for the community center. All right. Let's go to Clint, get our watering can. And once we have that, we need to go water all of our crops and replant the radishes. Well, that was a hefty chunk of change. I was honestly hoping for a little more, but, you know, there's only so much a girl can do. Yes. Steel watering can. Please, actually, coal is so expensive. I don't even want to, I'm not going to buy coal. I thought about it. I'm not doing it. Steel pickaxe, please. Thank you, good sir. I would like to mine. Okay, and I need to not fumble placing these tree saplings. I know exactly where they're going. We're gonna put them there now. As soon as we get back, honestly, probably before we even water anything, because we want them to be grown. They take a whole season to mature, so 28 days. So they should start producing fruit around mid-fall, about, which is good. Because we need, I think, 4 apples to complete the community center, but 1 specifically for the greenhouse bundle, and then a pomegranate. And there's like other options too. You could do other fruits. These are just the ones that grow in fall, so they're usually what I do when I'm trying to achieve the community center in year 1. Not the community center as like a whole. The greenhouse bundle specifically. Should specify. Apologies. Lax with my language there. Okay, I think pomegranate there, apple there. Okay. We are just gonna do radishes in here. Some radishes, if you will. And I'm pretty sure I was right that it's 36, but yeah, I was. Was I? Was it 32? They're just, the extra seeds are going in there. Whatever. Oh, that radish will just sell overnight. Give me whatever minuscule amount of gold. And now we get to water 5 things at once instead of 3, which is gonna eat up a little less of our energy and a little less of our day watering. Now we're kind of getting a late start today. But it definitely could be worse. Alright. So how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. I zoned in on the watering really hard and I forgot to talk. It's currently like mid-February when I'm filming this. Obviously, I backlog a lot of content if you've been here before. If not, I backlog a lot of content for context. But it's currently mid-February. I am graduating in about a month and a half, which is freaking crazy, first of all. Second of all, I have to do my master's, like, right after. But really good news for me, and honestly for the channel, is I found out I am actually going to get, like, about an 8-week break before my classes start in summer. Whereas originally I thought I was going to be back in classes within 10 days of graduating. So, big W to my advisor for helping me lay my classes out that way. She was goated. I know, right? People always joke that college advisors are bad, but my school just thankfully has incredible advisors. I'm staying at the same school for my master's, just for a slew of reasons. But I also found out only 2 of the classes are in person. Like, there's a lot more in-person options if you want them. I don't. I hate in-person school. I love online classes. I love remote work. I am very much a work study from home, especially asynchronous classes, which almost all of them are. I think there's only one that's like over Zoom. Y'all, I wanted to cry tears of joy, and also like in a just wave appreciation, not weird or romantic. Kiss my advisor when she said that, because I was like, oh my god, you have no idea what this means to me, girl. This is so big. This is huge, even. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm actually, now that I know that, I'm feeling less full of dread than I did. A, because writing my thesis has really... I love my thesis. It's really good. I'm proud of it so far. It's not done yet, mind you, but it's going to be really solid. But it's been a lot of work, and I'm tired, and also balancing an internship and 2 jobs, and 2 other jobs, by the way, not counting the internship in that, and schoolwork, being a full-time double major, and writing a thesis, and being in a long-term committed romantic relationship, and trying to maintain, although that doesn't really, like, my relationship is what recharges me, so it doesn't really, like, but it's something else that, like, you know, it will take time, because I want to spend time with him, I love him, right? And if you're lonely, I'm sorry. And also trying to have some semblance of a social life, and also I'm working on this because I really need more hobbies other than just school, especially because I'm gonna be done with school fully, like, next April, and I am not doing a PhD. I can't do it, guys. Not for me. It's really a weird feeling, but I'm excited, I think. I am exhausted, game. You're right. I worked today, and then I went and did 3 hours of volunteering, and I was the only one, so I had to manage a lot of puppies, and they were very chewy today, and now I'm kind of covered in a few open bite wounds, but it's fine. They're very mild, because they're puppies. It's like puppy teeth. Drew a little blood, but I also just have fragile skin because of a condition I have, so that's also kind of just a niche me problem. Wait, I'm up and I'm farming. Don't I have a seed maker recipe now? I don't even know what the seed maker needs. Ooh. Oh, there it is. 1 gold bar. 10 coal. This game's out of its mind. Let's go check on our chickens. We can sell some mayo tonight. Our barn is completed, so theoretically we can buy cows. I say theoretically because that also requires money, and for the life of me, I cannot remember how much they cost. Is a chicken down here? No, the grass is just glitching. Okay, cool. I thought there was like a chicken walking through it. No, I read too far into it. This just shows my faith in Concerned Ape, though, to be so for real. Oh, we did have a rainy day, but they had hay in the thing when we were last in here, so they didn't miss any food, thankfully. I would feel terrible if they did. They are my babies, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Alright, mayonnaise, please. Oh my god. Thank you. Marnie is definitely... Marnie's not there on the best of days. So, I don't have faith Marnie's gonna be at our spot at 6:50 p.m. Could fish a little for money. Although, I'm trying to think, because by the time we get to the beach, we're gonna be, like, turning around anyways. By the time we go to the spa, it's gonna be, like, time to go to bed. Maybe I can eat up some of this miscellaneous forage. Not the radishes. Morels are actually... Oh, they're not as good as I remember. Okay. Do the crystal fruit... Do we have one for the... Yeah, we already have one. Okay. And then maybe we'll just work on kind of clearing out some more space on the farm. Because our usual day schedule got a little messed up by having to go pick up the watering can. But it was definitely a worthwhile upgrade. And now that we're gonna have a steel pickaxe, it's gonna be a lot easier for us to obtain gold. Honestly, I think this might be the earliest I've ever upgraded my pickaxe. I am usually really bad at going to the mines. I'm kind of making myself do it more for content purposes. Like a true girl boss. And also because I know how much easier advancing is if you have the resources to build things. So, that too. But I'm really excited about having the steel pick. Usually I struggle with copper until the bottom of the mines. Unless I don't get that far first, which has happened. It's been a minute though since I've actually done like a Stardew farm. On my own. I've done a lot of multiplayer farms, but it's definitely been, I want to say a year and a half since my last Stardew run, which is so, like, sad. This is one of my favorite games. But I have a really bad issue with, like, if I walk away from a game, and I don't touch it, I make a new save file, whenever I come back to it. That's, like, across pretty much every game. A huge reason why I made a YouTube channel, as embarrassing as this is because I couldn't stop myself from restarting games, but if I have a YouTube channel, I'm just gonna be forced to keep progressing. So, there's that. You guys think I do this for you? No. I mean, if you like it, that's just a benefit, but, I just really, really needed a way to force myself to actually play the games I like. Like, beyond just... Because the thing is, how my brain works, which is not logical or rational. Keep in mind, I'm aware of that. Is I'm like, oh my god, I've gained so much knowledge since I started playing. I want to start over so I can do it better. But then that just keeps happening. And then eventually I just don't get... Like, Stardew Valley, the point I usually hit that with is when I get to Ginger Island. The walnuts scare me, and I don't play as much as I want to, but I really want to explore that area in late game. And I want the perfection achievement, okay? I'm not usually a huge achievement person, but the only achievements I do want to achieve at some point, I'm not like speed running it, is perfection in Stardew, and I want, for Baldur's Gate 3, I want the achievement for beating Honor Mode. Which is so scary, because that's going to take me so much time, because I'm not that good at the game, but I digress. Okay, what's 11:20 p.m.? We have a little more energy. Let's just chop down one more tree, maybe. And we can call it good. That was a book. The book just fell out of a tree. Oh, to be able to climb a tree and read a book. I was never, like, coordinated or physically fit as a kid. Little did I know I had a genetic disability. But I could never climb trees at least well. Felled trees have a 5% chance to deal a double harvest. Guys, with how much I chop down trees, that's gonna be crazy. Okay, well, hello quartz. Let's honk me our way to bed. Mayonnaise money. Which, I mean, we can go check Marnie today. I don't even know how much cows cost in this game. We might only be able to get a cow. But one's better than none. So, we should go check with Marnie. Spirits are neutral. I didn't even check the spirits last time. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Oh, we have some hot peppers. Okay. And corn, which is, again, mostly what I use to make tortillas because it's a okay food and it's really, really cheap compared to some other, like, food items to make. So, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep your energy up. The spot is incredible and it's a savior early game. but it's not the most convenient thing in the world, which I like because it makes it not as overpowered as I think it would be otherwise. But it definitely, you know, it will be nice when we have a kitchen and we can eat food. I'm just gonna keep some hot peppers. Okay, I need gold corn. I need quality corn. We're gonna put that in there. That can come over. Oh god, we're gonna need more chests soon. I'm just really procrastinating on it because I don't wanna. Okay, let's just sell this stuff. And let's water our crops and then maybe run over to Marnie and see if she's actually doing her job or not. Because out of all the characters, she's the most flaky. Yeah, Pierre's closed on Wednesdays. Yeah, Tuesdays Robin has to go get fit or whatever. Blah blah. Marnie, what's her excuse? She is a part-time employee at best. Which, like, I guess, like, logically she's taking care of animals. But, like, in the game, she's just frolicking through town. Be so for real with me. Mayor Lewis cannot eat up that much of her time. And also, he's so mid. Such a mid-pole. She is a sweetheart. He is so mid. Ugh. It's the trope. Mid-man, sweetheart lady. Know a couple of those. Not me, though. I'm the mid-woman to a great man. And I will keep it that way. Assuming I can. Did that rhyme? I feel like that kind of rhymed. But I also don't really understand rhyming. Or, like, phonetics. In the same, like, vein. Like, I don't understand. Like, people will be like, oh, here's the, like, the word that's, like, sounded out so you can pronounce it right. That is gibberish to me. I don't know what they're talking about. I can't look at a word, like, spelt out, like, with, like, the dashes to, like, show pronunciation and actually pronounce it right. It just short-circuits my brain. I wish I knew why. It would be very convenient if I could. Unfortunately, I'm a little dumb. But that's okay. We're not all meant to be smart, right? I say, like I don't crave academic validation to a crippling extent. Alright. Come on, guys. Well, if Marnie's there, she'll probably be there at 9. So honestly, I might run to Marnie now. Because we're gonna need to regen energy at some point. Like, probably through food. But we might as well go to Marnie now, because I don't want it to forget and have it be, like, too late. Because if she's gonna be there at all today, it would probably be now. A bit earlier in the day, I would assume. I don't know. The wiki has her schedule. I could look it up, but that's so much effort. And then I have to, like, cut the recording, because I don't want to just pause and have you sit. Of course she's not here. I told you. Okay. Sorry. A little bit of a crash up. Probably Wednesday. She'll probably be there Wednesday. It's fine. It's not like I wanted the cows for my barn or anything. Although I suppose it gives me more time to think of names. Not like I will. They're gonna be some dumb names. I'm just warning you. I'm not good at naming things. It's so hard. And it's not like I feel like I'm good at naming real things, like when it comes to like a pet or a person. I feel like I wouldn't have as much difficulty. But like with virtual things, I always draw a blank. Food. Summer squash. Oh, but I should save those for when I'm mining, and I should eat like some mediocre food. Like fiddlehead ferns. No. Just feed me. Oh my god. Guys, last night I woke up feeling like I was dying. I thought I had the stomach flu. I was like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? Y'all, I was just overheated. Be so for real with me. I was just overheated. it fixed when I was sitting on the ground by the toilet thinking I was gonna puke, and I took my shirt off because I was like, I'm dying. And for some reason that was my instinct, and it's probably because I was overheated and I was fine. TLDR, guess who's taking a layer out of her bed today because well, winter is not anywhere near over, but I'm hoping maybe the worst of it's past. Because it was brutal this year. We were having, like, record lows, record snowfall, like, every freaking day. It was, like, kind of weird. But, you know, could have been worse. I need to put something in that gap, but it's not gonna be a melon. I don't have another melon seed, but I don't want to go to Pierre to buy a singular melon seed. And I don't have the stuff to make theoretically, I could make a seed maker right now, but that would be such a waste of a melon. Sorry. I'm salty about the gap in the melons because it got struck by lightning. Even though I had more than enough lightning rods out. I only got 3 battery packs. There's more than 3 lightning rods. I digress. Concerned Ape makes decisions that I don't know about. And I could never make a game, let alone one as good and addicting as this, so I digress. I don't know, there's something about, like, simple, repetitive tasks that just itches my brain in the right spots. But at least I'm, like, self-aware about it. Because I just love repetitive tasks, and if I, like it enough, I will just do it forever. That's what happened with Baldur's Gate. I love the combat. I love the game. I loved learning the game. And now I just play it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that brings me joy. And some people think that's weird behavior. I think I like my comfort, okay? And is that so wrong? And also with Baldur's Gate it's also different too because there's so many different plot things and endings you could get that are like, there's enough variation where, like, even though the combat might get repetitive at points, I don't feel like I'm playing, I know I'm playing the same game, but, like, because of the plot, I don't feel like I'm necessarily like, oh my god, I'm replaying the same story over and over again. I don't have that with Baldur's Gate. At least yet. But I have put in 650 hours, and I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. Because every time I think of, like, oh my god, there's this, I'm like, no, but there's a different race and class combination, and also, who does that character romance, and are they good or are they evil? And what decisions do they make? Who are they siding with? Are they neutral? Are they making some good and some bad decisions? Like, what's the vibe? I digress. I could talk about Baldur's Gate all day. Although, this is more Stardew coded. I'm going to expand my garden this year, assuming my seeds germinate and I don't all kill them with transplant shock. Last year, the veggies I tried to grow all had transplant shock and died, but some of my flowers actually did really good. So, I'm full sending flowers and I am trying some vegetables, and I didn't know about hardening plants before you transplant them. Which, if you don't know what that means, it's basically like, if you start the plants inside before you replant them outside, you slowly adjust them to being outside over, like, a week. So, like, the first day, maybe they're outside for 3 hours. The next day, they're out for 6. And then, like, by the end, you plant them. And that usually makes it so they don't get the shock from the adjustment of being in a temperature-controlled environment the whole time and shrivel up and die. That's, like, the point, I think. But gardening is crazy because there's so much, and they, like, I think I'm growing because I'm ambitious and I have issues. And there's so many pretty flowers. And I really want to make a sort of pollinator-focused garden, specifically for monarchs. There's so many different types of flowers I want to grow, and they all want different things to, like, germinate. Some need to be stratified in the fridge, some don't, some want light, some want darkness, they all want different temperatures to germinate. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's okay. because it's a learning process, I tell myself. The thing with gardening, though, which was part of the reason I didn't get into it sooner, is gardening is one of those things where you can, in my opinion, I am a freaking novice, so just don't take this as certified advice, please. As a freaking novice gardener, you can read about gardening so very much. And I did the last, 2 years. Last year I got seeds to germinate, the first year I didn't. You can read so much about gardening and plants and what they need to thrive and all the different requirements and what works well together and what doesn't and blah, 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 blah. I feel like a lot you just learn by doing. Which is weird for me, because I've never really engaged in a skill like that before. Like, video gaming. Well, video game you kind of learn by doing, but I'm playing, Stardew Valley, Animal Shelter 2, there's not that much to know. Aside from Baldur's Gate, that's probably the exception to the rule, right? If you don't know what Baldur's Gate is, it's a RPG. It's a really cool game. I have multiple series on my channel, actually, but there's no pressure because it's very different from Stardew, so it's not something I don't think the target audiences have a lot of overlap, right? I see those bubbles. I didn't see them before I casted. I will move once we get this fish. Anywho's, so, with baking, you just follow the recipe. If you can read instructions and follow them, yeah, there's a couple tips and tricks that I feel like I have learned from actually baking instead of just reading about it or reading a recipe, but a lot of it's just step-by-step process, right? Gardening, it's okay, I read all the things and I thought I did everything right, and then some stuff didn't just work, or some of the plants, it just I feel like part of it's luck too, which is also something I don't have a lot of hobbies kind of based in that. Well, I don't have a lot of hobbies. My hobbies are mostly gaming, baking, now kind of gardening, and I like coloring occasionally, but I don't do it as much. I like doom scrolling. Which oh, that's a different conversation, because I was going to say I hate that term, because I sometimes scroll and it's positive for me, and what about that, huh? I digress. So I'm kind of just jumping in head first this season. I have one 8x4 foot raised bed. I bought 2 more. My parents they don't use our yard for anything, so it's not that big of a deal, but I'm just kind of setting up shop backyard, and in my basement with my seeds, I'm alright, you're gonna have flowers now. And thankfully they enable my crazy. Okay. Damn, we are getting a lot of fish. I hope we get some money from this, because I want to buy cows. And I also want to upgrade our coop, but I think that's 6,000 alone. And I would love the house upgrade, but that's another 10,000. I love the backpack upgrade. I think that's also 10,000 though, and we're managing okay with it. So it's something that can wait. Now that we're a bit deeper in the mines, we're probably going to want to push towards that backpack upgrade sooner. But it's not that's a lot further down the list for me. Because like I said, I really want this freaking community center. Not the greenhouse. I want the greenhouse, which you get through the community center. I don't think I'm going to finish the community center in year 1. I'm not trying, because there's a specific thing you need that you have to actively search for it, and I'm just not. I don't care that much. I can wait till year 2 till it's done. But greenhouse, especially now we have the ancient seed, I am going as quick as I can, you guys. This is my version of speedrunning, which, given the fact we're on episode 21, it's not very fast. But I'm trying to learn by doing. Guess that's the takeaway from that really long rant. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm really unsure, Loki. I'm more nervous about it than I think I want to admit, because I don't want to hear my mom say I told you so if something goes really bad with my plants. Which, she wouldn't say it like that, but like, you know how moms can be. She's like, well, you should be saving money for grad school. No matter how much money I save, guys, I'm not going to earn enough to pay my tuition. And besides that, I already have enough saved to live comfortably for even a few months after grad school. So I'm not really worried, right? But you know, moms. Oh, but I am really, really hoping this turns out, because also, like, I'm trying to grow milkweed, and, like, 2 plants are native to my area. I made sure the milkweed was a native variety, too, because where I live, there's, like, just, it's, like a suburb that's just surrounded by, like, fields that I think were used for farming at some point, but they just haven't really been, except for one, like, the majority just has not been utilized, like, pretty much since my entire life, because I've lived in the same spot my entire life. So there's not a ton for, like, pollinators, and last year, like, I expected some bugs, but, like, and also, you know, I did classes in the summer, like, I'm not, being a double major and graduating in 4 years, you have to do classes in summer. I hate to break it to you. Unless you're, like, a mega genius. I'm not, unfortunately. But I was shocked by how many bugs were around. Like, good bugs. Like, I have photos of me, because I would, like, I had cosmos that did really well last year. They were a type of flower. Very dainty, very beautiful. We love them. But they did really well. And I have photos of when I was, like, I would grab some of the flowers I thought were super pretty and take photos of them. Because joy and whimsy, right? I was like, oh my god, I grew this from seed. I am basically its mother. And it felt really cool. Anywho, I have photos of, like, native bees on flowers I'm holding, and they just are so chill. They don't care. Like, I'm not going out my way to, like, touch them or make a lot of movement. I'm very gentle, but it was so freaking cool. And that gave me an itch. That gave me an itch for helping bugs. Oh, I do have a crippling phobia of spiders, though, so if a spider comes in my garden, I might cry. You guys will be hearing about that if that happens, because it will be... Okay. Honestly, I might die of a heart attack. You will not see me again. I'm so sorry about that. Anywho. The carp aren't even that good. I'm just gonna sell them all. All the fish are getting sold. Rainbow trout. I don't know if I need that for the community center. I'm gonna keep one. Just to be on the safe side. I have no idea. I need a bullhead. Do I have a bullhead? Do I need a bullhead? I have one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna sell that gold star carp and just put a mid carp in there. Okay, anywho. We gotta crawl in our bed, guys. It is bedtime. It will be me, but I'm filming one more episode after this. Okay. That's looking like some moo money if I do say so myself. But I think that's where we are going to leave episode 21 of our Stardew Valley Let's Play on Amethyst Farms here. If you guys like the series, please consider liking and subscribing. I am a small creator, so engagement does really help me out. I know, I'm begging, I'm sorry. If you like games like this, I play a lot of other kind of cozy games on my channel you might be interested in checking out. No pressure if not, though, just thank you for watching till the end. I hope you are well, I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!